911 emergency.
I need help.
Okay, what kind of help?
I just killed my husband.
So many unanswered questions. What really happened? What would cause that outcome of whatever had happened that night?
Mary Beth Bishop remembers hearing the news like it was yesterday.
Of course, the first thing in your mind is you think it's an accident. Something happened. He was driving. Never in a million years did we imagine what was to come when we heard the news of his murder.
He is Aaron Maldonado. His murderer, his own wife, Wendy.
He had to know where we were at all times, who we were with, and who we might have talked to.
Wendy says Aaron beat her and their 4 sons for years. That all changed on May 1st, 2005, when Wendy's life came down to 2 options: kill or be killed. With the help of her oldest son, Randy, the two ended the brutal cycle of abuse. With a hammer and hatchet in hand, they bludgeoned their abuser to death.
Police say Wendy Maldonado struck her husband Aaron multiple times with a hammer, inflicting fatal injuries. Police are trying to determine if the Maldonados had a history of domestic violence.
On May 1st, 2005, police arrived at the couple's home at 2:30 in the morning. Someone had called 911 reporting yelling near the Maldonados' home.
In the eyes of the law, Wendy and Randy were no longer victims. Oregon requires a person to be in imminent danger in order to take another's life. Aaron was sleeping at the time he was killed. The mother and son accepted a plea bargain. Wendy was sentenced to 10 years behind bars and Randy 6.
There's a million other outcomes to this story that could have happened, and the fact she chose to actually murder him while he was sleeping.
Bishop is Aaron's aunt. For the first time ever, she is speaking out to News 10 about what happened.
Regardless of the circumstances of her life, everyone has a choice, and she made a choice to take someone's life.
We didn't say anything to each other. For some reason, I don't know who was talking to me, not like I was crazy or something. I just said out loud, I'm going to do it. And Randy said, what? And I said, I'm going to kill him.
If he was asleep, get in the car with the 4 children. She could have drove straight to the police station. She could have begged for help.
Bishop says her nephew's marriage didn't seem in trouble. She shared these pictures with us. They show Aaron happy, a much different image than seen before. Bishop says she can't remember any signs of abuse.
And to say that we didn't notice the signs, I don't know. Who's to say? You know, you go back and you try to remember, did that mean something? Should I have asked him? The kids were always homeschooled. They weren't very social. They weren't as outgoing as some of the other children.
No matter what, something was going on behind closed doors that drove this woman to kill. But the question of why didn't Wendy ask for help plagues Bishop every day.
For mom to go to that length, do you think that the abuse could have been that bad?
I'm not disputing if it was or it wasn't. I just think we all have a choice. And I think that she made a conscious decision to get the hatchet and hammer out of the shed.
Wendy is now seeking clemency from Governor Kitzhaber, hoping for an early release. Bishop and other family members asking the governor to deny that request.
What the family wants to make known is that there isn't any reason for her to get out early. She has 3 years left. She agreed to it.
Even though it's been almost 10 years, each day not any easier.
We lost 5 whole people that day. It was a huge part of our family. And it's just, I don't know if you can ever get that back.
The 3 younger boys, Joshua, Marshall, and Tyler, went to live with family members after their mom was sentenced.
What is your relationship with the kids now? I know we're not kids.
Have not seen them except driving by. I've seen them at stores. Haven't seen them since it happened.
If she could tell the boys, who are now young men, one thing, it would be.
I would always hope, and we'd always hoped, that they would keep an open mind and know that there's a whole family that loves them. There's a whole family that misses them.
For Bishop, the only closure will come when Wendy serves her full 10 years. Covering your news, Katie Connor, News 10.